Here we have the second story sum. Let's read it out. Veer spends 15% of his monthly income on house rent and 60% of the rest on household expenditure. Now, if he saves rupees this much, what is the monthly income? Okay, so the most common mistake everyone was making, that in total he has spent 75% and he is left with 25%, and this is equals to 25%, which is entirely wrong, because this is 15% of the monthly income and this is the 60% of the rest. Let's understand this through this picture. Here we have a picture. Suppose this is the monthly income. Okay, now I'm going to use 15% of it. So 15% means 15%, if you say, is actually equals to 320. Okay, so I'm going to use 15% means I'm going to use 3/20th part of it. So let's divide this into 3/20th part. Okay, so this is one part, second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. 19, and this one is 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So these are the monthly income. This full is the monthly income divided into 20 parts, and initially Veer has spent 15% of it, means 3/20th of it. So this is 3/20th of it here. Okay, this portion, this is 3 out of 20. This has been already spent. Okay, now he spent 60% of the rest, not the 60% of the full income, but the 60% of the rest. We have to find out its 60%, and that's the reason we cannot add 15% and 16%, because 15% is of something else, which is total monthly income, and 60% is of the some other thing, which is this here. So let's find out 60% of this. What does 60% means? 60% means, if you see, this is 2 3s are 6, it's actually 3/5. So the rest portion is this, and I'm going to use 3/5 of it. For that I need to divide the rest portion into 5 parts, and 3 parts out of that has been used as the household expenditure. So so this is the one part. Here we have the second, now we have the third, and here we have the fourth. So I divided this into 5 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But out of 5, he just used the 3 portions. Okay, so here we have the 3 portions. This has been used. No? Oh, sorry, not this. Till here. Till here. Okay, so this is the 3/5 of the rest. Okay, now this is used. This portion is, this one portion is 60% of rest, and this is 15% of monthly income. Okay, and we cannot add them up, because 15% is of total income and 60% is of the rest. If we have to add them, we must find out what percent is this portion of the total income. Okay, so we have to see what percent is this portion is of the total income. Okay, for that we need to make the piece sizes same. Let's make the piece sizes same. Here you can see the pieces are something else, here something else. If we extend these lines, so all the piece sizes are same. Now how many pieces are there? So you can see here are the 5 pieces, and this was 20. So 20 into 5, in total there are 100 pieces. Now we have to see this portion here, what percent is this of the whole. So let's find out of 100 how many pieces are there. If you see, there are 1, 2, 3. Okay, and how many from here till here? They are 17, because total were 20 and these are 3. So the portion in this area, okay, in the area A, B, C, D, there are 17 into 3, that means 51. So out of 100, these are 51 pieces. So we can say this portion is 51% of the total. Okay, so we can say 60% of the rest can also be called 51% of total income. Now you can add them up. Now you can say 15% of income has been used initially by Veer, and then 51% of the income has been used in the household expenditure. So total expenditure आपका कितना परसेंट हो गया? Total expense हो गया आपके पास 50% plus 60%, which is actually equals to not 60%, 50% plus 51%, which is actually equals to 66%. So 66% of the money has been used, and how much is left now? Left now is your 34%. Okay, and as per the question, what is left? Whatever left he saves. So 2210. So this portion is left, and this portion is 34%. You can actually find out in this way also. These are 2 and these are 17 till here. So 17 into 2 is 34. So 34% of income has been left, and 34% of income is actually equals to 2210 as per the question. We can also write it like 34% of income. Let's suppose this is this. Okay, what he saves. Now you can easily find out I. Now there is one question. Do we have to go through this picture making whenever we have to deal the question involving the word rest? The answer is no, we need not to. We can do it mathematically also. And how come? This is, let's see. Initially, Veer used 15% of income. And then 60% of rest. 60% of rest means 60% of 85% of income. No? After using 15%, what is rest? 85% of I. So 60% of 85% of income, which can be written as 60% of 85% of income. Now we can sort it up. Okay, when you'll sort it up, this is this, and 85 into 6. 85 into 6 is yours 510, and the denominator is 1000. Okay, so of income, and if you cancel 10, this is your 51% of income. Okay, so mathematically this can be done like this. So whenever there is a rest, you have to be little careful. You have to find out 60% of the rest like this. Now you know how to sort the question by using this equation. Thank you.